watching Numbskull News. And today, we're going to talk about the University of North Carolina. What in the hell is going on? Bill Belichick? For real? I heard that, and I'm like, what in the hell is going on? The greatest NFL coach ever is coming to Chapel Hill. What in the hell? What a freaking move. The balls on these people. And just in case you're wondering, yes, he is the greatest NFL coach of all time. He's got third most wins of any coach ever in history, and 6 Super Bowls. It helps to have the greatest quarterback ever. And yes, he is. He's got 7 Super Bowls because he left New England, went to Tampa Bay, and won another. Now, Bill Belichick, and the Patriots kind of went to shit after he left, but yeah. Well, this isn't a long-term move, is it? He's 72 years old. So what, 3, 4, maybe 5 years? Maybe. The thing is, this move isn't really, it's crazy, right? When I started to really think about it, this move, it's not really about football. It's not. It's not really about football. I know it sounds nuts. The greatest NFL coach of all time, you get him, you hire him, and it's not really about football? It ain't. As I said, this isn't a long-term deal. He's old as shit. He's never coached in the college ranks before. He's never recruited. He didn't have to glad hand a bunch of money people, a bunch of donors. He didn't have to put up with this shit. He dealt with one owner, and the owner shut his mouth, went down to Orchids of Asia, got a little extracurricular activity. But he did, Bill Belichick, he did everything. He didn't have to worry about it. He didn't have to answer to nobody. He didn't have to placate anybody, not players, nobody. And now he's supposed to relate to a bunch of 18, 19, 20-year-old punks? A little weird. He's never had to go to a player's house, sit down in their stupid living room and talk to mama and daddy. Oh, yeah, your boy's going to become a man. No! He never had to do any of that. He says, hey, shut up, do your job, or I'll cut you. You can't really do that with college players. It's a little different. You got to be a little more personable. We don't know that Bill Belichick has got that. It's a big question mark, a big freaking unknown. That's why this isn't really a football move. What does he bring? He brings name value, the Belichick name. It's worth a lot of money. How is that? Look at Deion Sanders. The dude is ratings. He's big freaking ratings, national ratings. All over ABC, big ESPN, Big Noon Kickoff on Fox. They want him in the big spots because he draws. What do you think that first year of Bill Belichick on the sidelines of the Tar Heels? Oh, massive ratings. Now, why is any of that important? There's a very influential man over there in Chapel Hill named Bubba Cunningham, who apparently is a big, huge fan of private equity. Why does that matter? Who gives a flaming hot shit about private equity? Don't you know UNC is one of the most prestigious universities? The educational program is blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know all that. But in football, the main sport that really matters, they're kind of been little, they're kind of an afterthought. That's what they are. They're an afterthought. Their viewership sucks. I mean, compared to the big schools in football, I'm not going to rattle them off. You know who I'm talking about. Their ratings are middling at best. At best. And Bill Belichick is going to launch they'll never. You watch next year. After next year, when everything's tallied, that will be the biggest viewership draw that the University of North Carolina Tar Heels football program has ever had. And that helps a lot with private equity. It's just a big boost. It's a monster boost. Now, they're already the bluest of the blue bloods when it comes to basketball. But we all know basketball is not the driver of realignment, of the new college environment, the new college monopolization and money and greed. It's not about basketball. It's about football. So, the future. We all know private equity is going to hit this thing. It's in the NBA. It's in the NFL. In the NFL, private equity. What the hell? It is. And they print money and they still want private equity. So yeah, it's coming. Not, people talk about it with this team or that. No. Conference level, it's coming. The ACC's in a hurting position. Clemson, Florida State, and with all that legal action, it hurts the business part of the ACC. Now, I have heard from many Tar Heel fans, enough of them to where I kind of believe them, that, oh yeah, they fully believe the SEC, the Big Ten, it's there if they want it. They see themselves like Notre Dame. It's there if they want it. Okay. I never bought that. I don't believe that. But I do believe they feel they're the tent pole. The tent pole in the ACC. I don't mean to call them a dickhead. Although if you ask a Florida State fan, But they feel that they are the flagship. They run the conference. Now, the state itself of North Carolina has made investments into the ACC. So the ACC is a big deal there in North Carolina. The state itself. And as a matter of fact, North Carolina, they got what? 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in the ACC. So it's something they really care about. And so when I hear Tar Heel fans say, hey, we would really, really just like to be an ACC team. I mean, we know the money, we may have to go to the SEC, the Big Ten, which I don't think that's an option. But their preference is the ACC. Makes a lot of sense. I get it. That's your preference. I mean, it doesn't mean a lot. Utah's preference was to stay in the Pac-12. You think they want to go back? No. Arizona State? No. Colorado? Hell no. When things change, things change. Now, the private equity piece can help them preserve this conference. Now, I'm talking Florida State, Clemson, able to get out, go somewhere else. No need to argue where. Just somewhere else. Private equity could help them still be fine. Get to the next step. It's one of the reasons Bubba Cunningham is on fire about it. Now, why does that matter so much? That's what I asked myself, because I'm like, wouldn't it just be easier just to go to the Big Ten? Or go to the SEC? Seems like it'd just be, no shit, just super easy. But that's my second reason that this Bill Belichick hire is important for them. because, like I said, the University of North Carolina football ratings kind of suck. I don't believe they've gotten a phone call or any note under the door, about, hey, it's the SEC here, and we really want you. Or, hey, it's the Big Ten here. Now, don't tell anybody. We I'm just carrying a message, but they really like you. I don't think they've gotten any of that crap. They haven't gotten anything. It's one of the reasons they're making this move. They're trying to make themselves more attractive. So, two things, right? Helps with the private equity piece and makes them more attractive to the SEC and the Big Ten. Because I don't believe right now they're very attractive at all. This is a good brand. UNC is a fantastic brand. Just not in the right area. All right, if realignment was about basketball, no doubt UNC would have their pick of what they want to do. Just like Notre Dame. If it's about academics, if it's about Michael Jordan, if it's about all that, okay. But it ain't. It's about football, and UNC comes up really, really short when you're talking the level of money in those two big conferences. They come up real short. So what do? Well, opportunity comes. It comes a knocking. Holy crap, we can get Bill freaking Belichick. Our ratings will go through the roof. And maybe you get better. Maybe you're a 500 squad. Don't know. Like I said, Bill Belichick, what he can do on the field, I'm sure he can teach guys. I'm sure his, game time, game decisions, he's good with that. If nothing else, your special teams are going to kick ass. That's kind of a specialty of his. But we really don't know. Now, recruiting, just his name value will help the recruiting there. And it's a good recruiting state. I mean, you got Big Ten teams taking people out of there. You got SEC teams, Big 12 teams, Florida State, Clemson. It's just the University of North Carolina itself doesn't really benefit as much as other teams and conferences do from the recruiting there. So having Bill Belichick there, at least in the short term, will help with the recruiting. Absolutely. So you might be able to get a little more talent in there because of the Belichick name. You're going to get big ratings because of the Belichick name. And you might be able to sustain some stuff if he can have success on the field. We'll see how that goes. But the real reason for the move is private equity and looking and being more appealing to the Big Ten and the SEC. Because right now, as it stands, with Mac Brown or any other coach, I thought, hey, go get that young, exciting G5 coach that's on the way up. In his 30s, 40s, whatever. Have him there for 15 years, have some success on whatever level, but that's not going to really, bump the ratings up enough, is it? See, you need a dog and pony show. Bring in a big name. That's why it's there. Private equity, and have some sort of chance at the Big Ten and the SEC. Because no, I still don't believe those two big conferences want UNC. I think there's people within that conference that do, but they won't get support from the media partners. Not on that money level for that amount of viewership. No. But maybe with Bill Belichick. I mean, what would that be worth? This is a team that normally has, below 1 million viewers a week on average. Normally below that. That's not exact. That doesn't scream Big Two, does it? Doesn't. But Bill Belichick, that first year, I bet 300 or 3 million viewers a week on average. 3 million, which would be insane for UNC, but I think that's the over-under. 3 million. That's nuts. That's nuts. But think about it. If Bill Belichick's on the sideline, all of a sudden you'll see a UNC game on ABC. May see several on big ESPN. Good time slots. Noon kickoffs. You'll start seeing that with Bill Belichick. And that helps with the ratings. So, as interesting as it is, as big news as that is, I think it's less about football on the field, a lot more about money and moves, possible realignment. And I don't blame them. Hey, the educational piece seems to be working. They're smart people. It's actually a good move. I just don't know how well it translates onto the college football gridiron. Anyway, thanks for watching this crap, and I'll be back with some more crap later. Bye.